that even I'm confused, which really doesn't mean a lot because I feel like I'm confused often. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday Favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I got some fun favorites this week. Like I've got a sparkly pinky shadow I was loving, a sparkly glittery highlight that I love, a good little set that I think is really good. So just some fun hodgepodge, kind of girly favorites this week. So yeah, let's get to them. For eyes this week, first favorite is this little palette right here. I have several Colourpop favorites this week. This is the Colourpop Pretty Much Pigment palette. And it's a cute little tiny palette, which y'all know I love cute little tiny palettes, and this is one of them. And this one came out around Valentine's Day. Have I mentioned this on my channel before already? I don't know, but I was loving it this week, and I think it's adorable. It is very kind of like Valentine's-y feeling, but I think it works other times of the year too. So I did wear this one this week. This is like my main standout favorite, but I also really like this blending shade, and I like these mattes too. I don't have this one on today, and I don't think I wore that one at all this week, so I kind of just swatched it for funsies. But really the standout is that pink one. It's so pretty. And then that blending shade, like it's a taupey purpley kind of color that doesn't swatch all that exciting, but is really pretty on the eyes, and it pairs really nicely with that pink. Oh, we got a mega weird knuckle swatch right now. Mega weird. It's making this shadow look bad, but that shadow's not bad. It's really nice on the eyes. So don't let the knuckle swatch fool you. That's a really good shadow. But look how pretty that one is right there. And especially if you use it with a mixing medium. I have something over it, so you're really seeing the thing that's over it, but it pairs really nicely with that thing that I'm about to mention to you, because it's just a really beautiful metallic-y pink sort of shadow. And these right here are very kind of Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette feeling, which I love those kind of shades. Like this one is a perfect texture. So beautiful. I do have a little bit of that in my outer corner, tiny little bit of that, but mostly this one right here. And then I have this in my crease. It's just pretty. It's nice quality. It blends really well, wears well. And again, it's cute and little and tiny and adorable. And I love it. The sparkly shadow that's on my lid is so pretty. Again, I can't remember if I've talked about this on my channel before, but I wore it again this week for my birthday and loved it. This is the Colourpop Supernova shadow in Over Again. Yeah, Over Again. So in the packaging, it looks, and I feel like in the monitor, I don't know how it's looking for y'all, it looks more rose goldy with kind of a pinky shift to it, but I feel like on the eyes, it's very pink and kind of like lavendery pink, kind of more on the purpley side. Well, and even in a swatch, it's looking kind of rose gold with the pink flashing. But I feel like on the eyes, it just looks very pinky. Of course, I am layering it. Every time I wore it, I had it layered over that tiny palette. So that might be affecting it quite a bit. But then I'm looking at it in the mirror right here in front of me, and it looks more pink. I don't know what it is. It's so interesting and dimensional that even I'm confused, which really doesn't mean a lot because I feel like I'm confused often. But it's a really pretty shadow. It's sparkly. I love it. I mean, if you don't like chunky, sparkly shadows, this would not be for you. But if you do, if you like some shimmer, then I think you would love it. If you like a duochrome, I think you would love it. If you like metallic-y looking shadows, I think you'd love it. These are awesome quality. They're like $7, really pigmented, so pretty on the eyes, easy to use. I don't notice any kind of fallout with them. Even these, you know, sometimes when you layer these kind of shadows on top of themselves, that can cause a lot of fallout. And I mean, it still happens a little bit with these, but I feel like it happens less with these than some other types of glittery liquid shadows. They just seem like they have a lot of like base to them to kind of hold them together, more of that liquidy base. So just really good shadows, and this one is just such a fun color. So yeah, wore it this week several times and loved it every single time. P.S. This is one of my favorite shirts that I own, and I was trying to remember because my mom said something about it today when I saw her. It's thrifted, and I can't remember if it was one of my like $4 finds or a 98-cent find, but that just makes me love it even more. it's been a while since I've been thrifting. I need to go thrifting again. On my cheeks this week, I want to quickly mention that I did use Benefit's Dallas several days as kind of like my blush bronzer slash bronzer. Like today I have it as my bronzer, and then I have a different blush with it that I'm about to mention to you. But a couple of days I just wore it by itself. I love this blush bronzer, whatever they want to call it, for just easy days. It's so pretty. It's just kind of a rosy bronze kind of color. I feel like I've mentioned this a lot on my channel, so I'm just going to quickly mention it to you. But I feel like it's a must-have just because it's so versatile, and it is one of my quick makeup kind of makeup products. I just love it. So did wear that several times this week, have it on my cheeks today. Then with that, I have one of the little blushes from this set. Wanted to mention this set to y'all because I love this little thing. I remember seeing this in the Ulta catalog and wanting it immediately because I love, like I just mentioned before about the eyeshadow palette, I love cute little tiny makeup, and this is cute little tiny makeup, but it's also perfect for travel, and it's still a good deal. You get 6 different cheek products, either bronzers, blushes, or highlighters, and it's $24. And I think I was looking at one of them. I think you get like let's see. Oh, they're different sizes. This is interesting. Hang on. Okay, so it comes with Hoola and Hoola Light, and those are 2.6 grams. And I was looking at the little small sizes, the ones that are like $15 for the Benefit box blushes. Did I even tell y'all what this is? This is a Benefit set. It's called the Blush Bunch, and you can get it at Ulta. I will link it for you. So that's what we're talking about. But yeah, in the set you get Hoola and Hoola Light, and they're 2.6 grams. And I think the little $15 ones are like 3.6 grams. So yeah. And then you get Gold Rush and California. Those are 1.6 grams. So I didn't realize that the others you get 2.6 grams. And then Dandelion you get 2.3, and then Rockateur you get 1.6. So it looks like the blushes you get 1.6, and then, well, Dandelion's a blush. Anyway, it kind of varies, but you get some good stuff in there, and it's a good deal. So I thought that was awesome. But the only one that I played with this week, I'm mainly going to keep this for travel. That's really why I bought it, and just because it's cute and little and I like to sit. Like, that's why I bought it. But I haven't played with the other ones. What I did play with this week is Gold Rush. So this one is new to their line. I ended up ordering the tiny size of this after trying this week. Now, the main thing I do want to mention to y'all is this is very scented. They kind of started that with California. I remember Hervana had a slight scent to it, and I really liked that one because it was very, very light. Just almost undetectable. And I think even, doesn't Sugar Bomb have a scent to it? I can't remember. But anyway, so I'm okay with a slight scent, but then with like California, it got a little bit stronger. I think Rockateur was a little bit stronger. This one is very strong. Like, I mean, when I apply it to my cheeks, I can smell it for a while afterwards. And I don't know how to describe it. It smells like perfume. Like a florally sunflower type perfume. It smells good, but it does smell strong. So I would like it if they kind of cut that out completely or just cut it down a lot, because that's kind of a little bit off-putting for me. But I do really like the blush itself. I do have this on, but then with a highlighter and with Dallas. This is a really pretty, kind of just really super neutral peachy color. For some reason I was thinking this was a highlighter when it first came out, and I think it's because in all the images it has that gold spray, that overlay. Not overlay, what am I trying to say? Overspray. Ooh, Chester just came in and scared me. Hello, you're joining us. He's scratching on my leg. Anyway, I thought it was gonna be a highlighter, but it's a blush. So it's a peachy blush. It's really pretty, kind of has like a golden sheen to it. Pretty for every day. It is very light peach though, so I feel like this is really, for a blush, really just gonna work for light to porcelain skin. If you are deeper complected, this would be kind of more like a blush topper, if anything, but it doesn't have a ton of sheen to it. So it's not the most versatile color for everybody, but I do really like it. If you're fair complected and have a hard time finding peachy blushes, I think this would be a good one to check out. It's really pretty, but just know it does have that scent to it. But yeah, this little set is awesome. I'm so glad I got it. I thought about it, and then when I was in there around my birthday, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself, and I'm gonna get that little set, and I'm so glad I did. I am in love with this sparkly, glittery highlight. This is a glittery highlights. So if you hate chunky glitter, if you hate glitter, you will hate this. But if you like glitter, if you like some fun kind of shimmery makeup, this is just fun. It's a good time. This just makes me happy. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Spellbound, and I can't remember which collection this was part of, but it is beautiful. So in the pan, it just kind of looks like, sort of like a white, but then you turn it certain directions, it looks almost greeny gold, and then other directions it looks kind of pinky lavender. On the cheeks, it definitely pulls very pinky lavender with a strong shimmery situation to it. Like, it's very glittery, but it is beautiful. Oh my gosh, a little bit goes a long way with this. Like, that's not kind of mixing it out across my hand. When I kind of mix it out across my hand, that's not the word. Blend it across my hand. A little bit just goes a way long way on it. So when you use this on your cheeks, just, I mean, use the tiniest little bit, but it's just gorgeous. And it pairs so nicely with that Supernova shadow. It's so beautiful. I love it. And every time I've worn this out, people ask me about it. They're like, oh my goodness, your highlighter is so fun. It's pinky, it's shimmery. Like, it's just something different. That's why I really, really love it. But again, this is gonna be for a select group of people. It's gonna, you know, some people are gonna hate this, some people are gonna love this. So it all depends on what you're looking for in makeup, but I just think it's beautiful. It's peachy, it's pinky, it's purpley, it's golden. Overall, it's mostly pinky purpley, but then it has those other things happening with it too. That's just, it's like a party on your face. It's so fun. And lastly, my lip favorite for the week is what I'm wearing right now. It's this right here. I think this is what my friend April Wanna Makeup was talking about in a haul recently, or I was trying to get what she was talking about and then I got confused and got this instead. So I'm not really sure, but I think this is what she was talking about. I remember her talking about the Buxom liquid lipsticks and it intrigued me. So anyway, going off on a tangent, I think I heard about this from April. I'll link her channel for you. So these are the Buxom Vava Plump Shiny Liquid Lipsticks, and this is in Honeydew. I hadn't heard about these. So, because Sephora still carries Buxom, but not at certain stores. I don't know if it's in any stores, but it's not in my store. So I hadn't seen or played with these in person. So I was excited about them. What does it say about them? What does it say? It says, lips get all the action with vivid, pout plumping color, with an innovative lip-hugging paddle to precisely deliver one stroke color for a fully saturated satin shine pout. Tempts and tingles with kissable, comfortable, lasting wear. So again, this is in Honeydew. That's what the box looks like. I like the whole packaging on it. I think it's really pretty. And I picked this color just because I felt like it was kind of a little bit something different. I don't have a ton of kind of peachy nudes like this, so that's why I picked this one, and I really, really like it. I like this color. I like to pair this with some kind of a lip liner. Like today I have it on with a Laura Geller one, I think called Petal, but it really doesn't change the color a ton, just around the outside, just for a little bit more dimension. But I just like to wear this kind of a color with a slightly darker lip liner. But it's a really pretty shade. It's just that pinky neutral sort of a color. And as far as the formula goes on these, I want more. I really, really like this. It starts out more, a little bit tacky, not super tacky, but a little bit at the beginning. And then it kind of sets down to be more on the satin side. It looks more satiny and it really does not feel sticky at all. Very comfortable on the lips, almost like a satin lipstick is kind of what it feels like at this point. And it wears a good amount of time for being slightly shiny looking, and it's really comfortable on the lips. That's why I like it. It feels more like that kind of satin matte lipstick, not fully to the matte feeling, but kind of that satin sort of feeling on the lips. It's just comfortable and pretty. Kind of, sort of. Has a tiny bit of a sweet minty smell, but I mean, it's very, very faint. It's almost undetectable. Cute packaging to it. And it does feel a little bit cooling / tingling with when you first apply it, but it's nothing major, just barely a little bit. It's like, oh, you feel it for maybe 10, 15 seconds and then it's gone. But really pretty, really nice formula, really like the color, like the packaging. So yeah, I definitely am a fan of these. I really, really like this. All right, guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please do a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.